Join the movement. Go all electric with Pure Electric.
Greetings and welcome everyone. Thank you for being here today. I would like to acknowledge that we are on Garubanud country in the beautiful Otway ranges of Victoria. We would like to acknowledge all ancestors, past, present and emerging leaders. Today I'm excited to share my journey of creating a semi-off-grid small home retrofit, how I got here, the sustainability principles that I followed, what the future holds for me. My home is a small, modest, comfortable home. I do aspire to simple, low-impact, regenerative, sustainable living through my approach. I would like to tell you a little bit about my journey today. Before I start, I will tell you about a little bit about my influence. Back in 1990s, I visited a beautiful little town of Tura in South Gippsland, and there I met a beautiful community of people living in mud brick homes, completely off-grid, growing and producing their own food and energy. It was inspiring, and I knew that I wanted to live a similar lifestyle one day. And since then, I've been passionate about sustainable house design and living, and I've always tried to run my homes along those principles. It's important to think about your site if you're going to make a move like this. My site is located 10 to 12 minutes drive to a train station and nearby small townships. I'm also 30 minutes to two major regional towns of Colac and Lorne, as well as being an hour from Geelong CBD and 2 hours from Melbourne CBD. Now, while rural driving is more long distance, it is way more relaxing than city driving, and I genuinely enjoy it. But you do have to take in factors like cost of petrol and having a good car if you're going to live in the regions. The orientation of my block. My home sits on an 850 square metre block with a north-east aspect. The house itself is 120 square metres. The main appeal upon the purchase was its excellent aspect to the north, as well as potential for future living options. The main focus has been on maximising the sun's warmth through the north-facing windows, wind management through strategic screens and breaks, water collection with tanks, ponds and tubs, grey water recycling and mounds and mulching and terracing for food production. So, some of the sustainability principles that I followed were that I chose to retrofit rather than build new. By doing that, I saved the environment, I saved on materials, cost and time. Key features of my project were having a small home footprint with a large block. I liked the high ceilings in the home for the sense of space and better airflow. I repurposed bricks from the house demo. I also have efficient electric heating and cooling in split systems, wood fire, ceiling fans, and a 6 kilowatt roof solar system and a solar hot water pump. I create water sustainability by using rainwater tanks. I've created a fire irrigation pond, and I also have plans for future grey water system. I also installed something called solar tubes to the hallway and bathroom to bring in more light. That was a simple, low-cost, effective way. I like to follow permaculture principles using lots of mulch on my property, which is really, you can actually get it free or very low cost through Asplund. I focus on low maintenance, durable materials, fireproof materials such as composite decking, which you never have to paint, and I love that. Looking ahead, I have lots of future plans and ideas, whether I'll achieve them all, but of course, keeping and protecting wildlife and biodiversity on my property is priority number one. I'd like to continue to enhance my resilience to fire, floods and storms. I've been looking at creating income streams through trade exchange, short term rentals, or local business opportunities. Eventually, one day, I'd like to support intergenerational or intentional living with a tiny home or a granny flat on my property. Costs and savings, I've just done a very quick overview. I'll need to go into more detail for next year. My home's original purchase price was $530. I also invested $65,000 for the renovations. The total cost so far has been $595,000. Annual electricity costs around $1,000 to $1,200. Gas costs me nothing because I don't have any gas, but I do have gas bottles for cooking at the back. With my water, I do need some maintenance and delivery from time to time, so it can cost around $500 a year for that. And as you can see, wood is expensive now, about $800 for that. So energy can cost anywhere between $1,500 to $4,000 a year, and that's where I am going to be looking to reducing my wood usage. As well, I've got council rates and things like that. But overall, my energy costs are very low, given how I'm living now. When we talk about sustainability, we talk about passive house, active human. So clearly, there's more human involvement when we're looking at living this way. But I'm aging, so I've kept thing maintenance low by choosing these materials, the composite decking, using mulching reduces weeding. I almost have no weeding. I have a ride-on mower, which is really helpful. And occasionally I hire a garden labourer to help me manage the property. But as I said, I've chosen materials and approaches that keep it as low maintenance as I can. I suppose the parting comment is that there is a bigger picture here, and sometimes you have to follow your signs. Um, it is more about sustainability for me. I had a vision for a lifestyle that I wanted to create, and I made deliberate choices towards achieving it. I suppose as a young adult, I dreamed of this lifestyle every day, and I feel really grateful for being able to move towards a way of living that brings me joy and fulfillment. Thank you very much for listening to my journey. I hope it inspires you to explore sustainable living in your own way. I would love to hear your thoughts or answer any questions you may have or comments. Please feel free to drop those into the profile. And hopefully, if you'd like to visit on Sustainable House Day, I'll see you on the other side. Take care and happy sustainability living.